Hello, welcome to Horror Movie Maniacs, the horror podcast where unsurprisingly we chat about horror movies and everything else horror.
That's
I'm
surprising.
your host, Ben, and I'm here with my co host, as always, Grant.
Oh, hello.
How you doing, Grant?
I'm average at best. You?
Um, I'm slightly above average, I suppose.
Well, that's positive.
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Feeling all right.
Ugh.
Like I said to you just now, I've got my glass of wee here that I'm drinking. So
What is it?
it's like a vitamin drink thing.
Oh God.
It's not bad. Tastes of
Showing our
orange.
age.
Yeah, I see. I've got a long
Need
day ahead
that
of me.
B12 gummies today, didn't I? Nice.
There you go. See.
Yeah, I'd die of that B12. Tell you.
Well, let's keep taking them then, dude.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I am.
you are
Yeah,
good. That's good to
yeah,
hear.
that is.
Right, should we
Yeah,
crack on? Should we tell everyone why we're here again?
yeah.
Okay, so we are we're back for the spooky season part two episode
We're
this time
still here.
around. So
We're still
hopefully, if
here.
you're listening to this one, you've hopefully listened to part one, so you know what it's all about.
If not, don't care.
No, don't say that. Say if not, please go listen to part one.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Are
I'm just
you
trying to.
sure?
I'm trying to play hard to get.
Oh, right, okay, fair.
Don't even listen to it. Don't even bother us.
I was going to say, are you sure you're average today, or are you a bit under par?
Doesn't bother me whether you listen to it or not.
What? No, we just like chatting shit about horror movies, don't we?
Yeah.
But I'd like you to listen, even if Grant wouldn't. So,
Yeah, no, I
you know,
would. I'm just trying not to act like I care because I'm just cool like that. And I,
oh, you're definitely cool like that, mate. Yes.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
just a quick explanation then of what we're going to do. Same as part one,
yeah.
we're going to play the clips that you guys lovingly sent us, and then we'll have a quick chit chat about them. And then at the end of this one, we're doing films that haven't been mentioned, and also we will reveal our picks for spooky season as well.
Damn straight we will.
So hopefully that's exciting to hear.
Yeah,
Fingers
no, you're
crossed.
right. Hopefully it's
Well, it's
exciting.
cool. All still building up to that, and what if we get to the end and we say something really shit, and they're like, "Oh, that was a waste of 4 hours."
No, mine are solid.
Are they?
Yeah.
I think I know one of them.
Well, I did tell you.
Yeah, but I'm old, mate. I forgot. That's why I need my
Yeah,
vitamin drink.
true. You
You
definitely
know?
haven't seen them, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course I haven't seen them, mate. But I have seen a lot of these. I put in the effort for this. I put in the
Yeah,
effort. I
you've seen more
tried.
than I have.
I
Yeah.
tried to watch as many as I could,
I
as we
ran out
know.
of time, you know.
Well, yeah, I did in the end.
That mixed in between films I like, you know, I'd like to watch myself.
See, I didn't do that. I've forsaken my own
Well, to be fair, the
happiness,
only one I
shall we
did
say?
watch was Romulus, and then I've been on a bit of a true crime binge lately. There's been some good ones.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have watched Romulus. That's bad, isn't
I didn't mind it.
it? Yeah, it just didn't do it for me.
I like the alien at the end. It's because it reminded me of Resurrection, I think.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Anyway, should say before we delve into the clips, there will be spoilers once again.
What can you do? Do you know what
What
I
can you
mean?
do? Yeah, I mean, most
I
of the
mean,
films are old anyway, aren't they?
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
So
You
yeah,
know.
there we go. Right, should we crack on?
Oh yeah,
Okay, let's roll the first clips.
roll it.
Hey, this is Celia from Let's Talk Terror. Really, I'll watch any movie that has to do with Halloween around Halloween for obvious reasons, but I really like Hubie Halloween, and it's a soft spot for me because it was during the pandemic and I just given birth to my son a week prior, so that's what we watched Halloween night. And The Curse of Crom because it's a really fun creature feature with a cool story and an awesome monster and just all the exciting, hilarious Halloween fun that I could ask for.
Hello there, boils and ghouls. This is Ben of the Dead here. I've been tasked to give you 3 Halloween films for this spooky season. So then, I'm going to give you Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. Anyone who's ever seen Tales from the Crypt know what they're in for, especially with Billy Zane. Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. Everyone should love and adore this film, I hope. And there's also Arachnophobia. And the only reason to watch this film really is to see John Goodman slaying spiders like John Wayne. Those are your 3 films. Thanks to Ben and Grant at Horror Movie Maniacs, and have a great Halloween, everyone.
Okay, so yeah, quite an interesting mix of movies again there.
Yes.
Some I've seen, some I haven't, some I've seen a very long time ago. So, shall we start with Hubie Halloween?
Let's do it. That's a good
So,
one.
this is a Netflix film, I believe.
Yeah, a bit of an Adam
Um,
Sandler one, couple of years old, I think.
yeah, I was going to say it's quite modern, but I haven't actually seen it yet. I've seen the trailer. Yeah, it's proper Halloween, spooky kind of vibes, isn't it? But is it like a family friendly sort of
Yeah, it's a family
film?
Halloween film. I can't remember the specifics. I remember watching it and again enjoying it. I kind of do quite like Adam Sandler. I think his movies are decent.
Yeah, I'm in
Ex-
agreement.
except for Jack and Jill, that was absolute trash.
Didn't
Um,
watch that. I like Happy
don't bother.
Gilmore. Um,
Billy Madison,
that's-
classic.
I haven't seen that. What's the one where he looks after the little boy, Big Daddy?
Big Dad, yeah, Big Daddy, yeah.
That makes me laugh, and I
Yeah,
love
that's amazing.
Grown Ups. Grown Ups makes me chuckle.
Did you watch Astronaut?
Not yet, no.
That's creepy,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I've
really
seen
well
I've seen
acted.
the thing that's in it, but yeah, it looks all
Oh,
right.
it's horrible.
No, I'm a Sandler fan, so I do want to squeeze in Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween was decent. I enjoyed it. You
What's
don't.
what's it about?
I can't remember.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, no, I'll get this one in. Didn't have time this time around, but
Let me
I will
remind
definitely.
myself.
I'll get it in before Halloween this year. Yeah, while you're
Yeah.
having a look, I'm just going to jump across to the Curse of Crom.
Oh
This
yeah.
was something I'd never heard of. Didn't have a clue what it was.
No, I haven't
Um,
heard of it.
didn't know where I could get it. I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I found it on Tubi, which is a
Yeah, I know what you
free
mean.
horror
Yeah.
movie streaming platform. So I watched it on there, and it's not a bad film. It's yeah, a little low budget, but it's quite well acted by the cast of characters in it. It's about an Irish curse kind of thing, basically. Um, and there's this old man who keeps ordering Chinese food, and he leaves it outside to protect himself from the beast like thing, I think, or what. But
Sounds interesting.
it's mainly about the delivery girl. But yes, there's about an Irish curse basically, and if it all goes wrong, she knocks over the pumpkin, which unleashes the beast, shall we say?
Unleash the
Um,
beast.
and it's quite a fun tale. I couldn't see myself watching it all the time, but it does definitely bring some spooky Halloweeny vibes. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're in a bit of a bind for something to watch and you're looking for something a bit spooky, give that a go. And then we've got The Frighteners, which
That's
I've
a bit of a
seen.
classic.
A bit of a what? A claptic, did you
Classic.
say? um,
Damn classic.
I have seen this, but I can't remember much about it. I know it's Michael J. Fox, and I know it's got all these spooky ghosts around him in it, but I can't overly remember much more about it. So over to
Yeah.
you.
What are you asking me?
What's it about, man? Yeah, tell us a bit about it.
Tell you about what?
The Frighteners. You just said it's a classic, and then stop talking.
I was just trying to make you work for it. Yes, no,
Give it
sounds
to
good.
me.
I remember watching this as a kid. Excuse me. Um,
Yeah,
and yeah, essentially his wife dies in a horrible car crash, and then
right.
he knows that he can then speak to spirits. And he kind of goes in a different direction and tries to con them. That's the
Oh, okay, right.
little twist in this one.
Nice, nice. So one you'd highly recommend, or just
Absolutely.
maybe?
God, Frighteners is top notch. I say I haven't watched it in a long time. It was one of those ones where I was a kid, so how old was I? I was 9, and that feels
Hmm.
about right. Yeah, and I remember watching it, and even for a 9-year-old, I remember really enjoying it. It's more of a comedy, I'd say, if I can remember correctly.
I was going to say I
Um,
do remember it being a bit of a sort of a horror comedy. Yeah. So
yeah, it's horror comedy, but yeah, no, great movies. I obviously am a big fan of Michael. I don't know why it's obvious, but I'm a big fan of Michael J. Fox.
yeah, me
Um,
too. Me too.
yeah, it's a good time, man. Watch it.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, I will squeeze that in before Halloween. And
Yeah.
then, are you scared of spiders?
No.
Okay, because the next one is arachnophobia, which
Well,
again
some
is
spiders.
yeah, massive, bloody great big ones. But
Yeah.
90s, I think this came out in 1990.
Yeah,
Actually,
1990 on the
arachnophobia.
dot.
John Goodman, Jeff Daniels, is it? I think as
Yes,
well.
yes, from Dumb and
Um,
Dumber.
yes, so a spider gets transported over from a faraway country and then starts killing people. I think, from
Oh,
what I
that's
recall.
lovely, isn't it?
Again, I
Mm.
was 9 when this came out, so haven't watched it since, but I do remember it being quite a fun watch.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know
I haven't seen it.
it's hailed as a little bit of a classic, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. I hear about it all the time. So yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think it
haven't seen it.
creeps people out a lot because it is spiders.
Yeah,
I'm personally not scared of spiders, so it doesn't phase me in that way.
but frogs you
Um,
are.
Frogs, yep, I'm
Yeah,
ridiculously scared of. So
yeah.
spiders, all good. Frogs,
It's
get the
so
fuck out.
backwards.
Yeah, it's like, why not? That's me.
Uh,
Um, yes, I can't comment too much on arachnophobia, but if you like spider movies, Eight-Legged Freaks, I think is a bloody good laugh. Have you
yeah,
seen
that's a
that?
good movie. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
And then I watched a spider film recently, which was quite creepy on Shudder called Infested.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
It was a French horror film, so
Okay.
that's well worth a watch. But
But Who Be Halloween? Just to go back, I've refreshed myself.
yeah, go on. Yep,
Yeah, it's kind of a standard movie. Hubie, Adam, he's a bit of a joke of the town. Then it comes to Halloween and some sort of stuff goes wrong. I believe people start getting killed or something like that. And Hubie Halloween saves the day. But
awesome.
it's just a fun Halloween themed comedy. Like, not really a horror. It's like a family film, Halloween
But
film.
it has those spooky autumnal vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah, big day. It's all around the trick or treating Halloween season. He works in the Halloween. He's like a committee of protecting Halloween or something.
Uh,
But he's just a bit of a joke of the town. Then he ends up saving the day, and they all love him.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll
And it's got the
definitely
mum from
try and
Modern
get a
Family in
watch.
it.
I haven't watched Modern Family, but I know the dad is because Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, you should watch
But
Modern
yeah,
Family. It's a good time.
don't get time. Right, let's move on to the one you want to talk about anyway. Demon Knight, Tales
Oh
from,
yeah,
Tales from the Crypt, 1995, I think.
this is a goddamn classic movie.
It's really cool. Yeah, really good fun.
I got well excited when I saw this come up.
I did rewatch this the other evening just to see if it
Oh,
was as
did
fun as
you?
I remember, and it really, really is. Yes. So
Oh, such a good film.
yeah, a couple of stars in there as well that I probably didn't recognise first time round.
Oh yeah.
Thomas Hayden Church,
Yep.
who uh, went on to become, for me, the Sandman in Spider-Man 3,
Yeah. Yeah. Very
and
true.
and
Yeah.
then obviously later Spider-Man films in modern day. And Jada Pinkett Smith is in it as well.
Oh yeah, young Jada. Yeah.
Yeah, who I don't like at all. So, you know.
No, I don't. But then
Um,
she was fine.
yeah, yeah, I was over the moon when she gets it in the start of Scream 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and
It's got a
of
Will
course,
Sadler as well.
who remind me who that was?
William Sadler. He was in Die
Um,
Hard, Bill and Ted, Shawshank.
okay, I'll have to go back and have a look. And of course, Billy Zane was the other
Yes,
one,
yes.
who is a big part of this film.
I can't remember him in much else, so to be honest.
Billy Zane.
I know he dated Kelly Brook. That was
Oh
something,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. He was in Titanic. He was in the
of
Phantom.
course, yeah.
Yeah, cool guy.
Either way, this film,
Either way,
goddamn love it.
yeah. Go on. Do you want to tell us a bit about what it's about, if you remember?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, essentially Billy Zane, he goes to a hotel if I remember correctly, and then they all get attacked by, well, like demons, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember
The
distinctively where he seals the door up and stuff like that, and
the main guy is sort of positioned as being a bad guy to start with, isn't he?
yes,
But he turns out that he's actually the good guy and Billy Zane's the bad guy. So Billy Zane
yes,
starts out
yes,
as the cop, and then isn't, realizes he's a demon. Yeah,
and then isn't.
basically.
But I love the little monsters that walk around. Yeah, the ones that
Yeah,
are like creeping outside, and then they get in eventually, don't they? And
yeah,
it's
they
just a
do.
bit spooky.
It is a bit spooky, and it's got a very fun feel to it. And once again, like some of the others, very fast paced. You know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and I love the Crypt Keeper, even though I know it's just like a puppet or whatever. But
yeah, no, it's always good to see him. Yeah.
yeah, great
So
movie, one that I don't think ever gets talked about enough, and I was very happy to see this one pop up into the
yeah, yeah.
chat.
There was one scene in particular I really enjoyed.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, I don't know if you remember the bit where Billy Zane suddenly literally shoots like beams of fire from his like crotch area.
yeah, yeah, I
So
remember that.
yep, that made me chuckle way more than I probably should.
Yeah,
But
it's a bit of a nuts one, isn't it? It's a bit mental.
it is. But everyone sort of has their little moment, don't they, in it? And it's quite well acted by everyone. They're all pretty
Oh, that's a
likable.
damn great. I want to watch that tonight now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Billy Zane steals the show for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
bloody
he's very
brilliant,
good. Very,
brilliant
very
in
good in
this.
it. Yeah.
but it's a proper 90s feel. It's got a real silly vibe to it, and
Mm.
it's just great fun.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't do more. I mean, they
Yeah, I
might
know
have
they
done,
did what they do Bordello of Blood,
but oh, I haven't seen that.
which isn't as good. I think that was before. I think that was the year before, maybe.
Oh,
But yeah, no, Demon Knight is definitely top
yeah,
class.
this is better. And I remember they were books, weren't they? I think it started from a book.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Tales of the Crypt Keeper, and it was a cartoon as well.
Oh, I haven't seen the cartoon, but
No, I haven't either, but you know,
yeah,
research.
indeed. All right, yeah. Shall we move on, or do you want to chat about
Move
Demon Knight a
on.
bit more?
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
no worries. Here's the next clips.
In Film We Trust, purveyors of madness, mayhem, and mischief. Hosted by two reprobates known as Liam and Wayne, bring to you two films to get you in the mood for this most sinister of seasons.
Find us at x.com/ifwtpod and instagram.com/ifwtpod.
If you like your romance tinged with the blood-curdling screams of the undead, then Della Morte Delamore, aka Cemetery Man, starring Rupert Everett, is your must-see watch.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It gave us one of the most iconic villains of all time, some of the best scares, and while it may be largely bloodless, it's still one of the most terrifying horror flicks ever made.
There you go. Two suggestions, two podcasters. Stay spooky.
Hi, I'm Horror Gilly, and these are a couple of films I'll be watching over Halloween. The first film is from 2006, and it's a Norwegian slasher film called Cold Prey. Set in the snow, there's lots of kills, lots of blood, lots of gore. Go and check it out. There's also a part 2 and part 3, well worth watching. Second film I'll be watching is from 1986, and it's Night of the Creeps. It stars the legend, the sex machine, the god that is Tom Atkins. If that's not enough to get you to watch the film, I don't know what is. You guys have a good Halloween, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, so again, quite the mix of films. Some of these I'm not overly familiar with. I'm not going to lie. So
No, me neither.
I've seen two of them. The other two, so Cold Prey and Cemetery Man. I'm not going to try and pronounce the actual title.
I think I might have seen Cold Prey, but I don't remember anything about it.
Right, yes, I think that's a Norwegian film, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Um,
It was a while ago, I think. I'm not sure. I could be way off.
yeah, but it's one I do like. Foreign horror. So that's
same.
going to go on the list to have a look at. And there's sequels as well. So if the first one's good, I'll give them a watch.
Yeah.
The Cemetery Man has been one that I've known about for a little while, but never had the opportunity to see. And I've had a little look, and I do believe it's on Amazon Prime. So I'm going to add that to my horror list as well.
Yeah.
My ever-growing list of horrors, I should say. And then obviously the Texas Chainsaw Massacre I have seen. So
I think we've done an episode on it.
I was going to say, and we did an episode on the Chainsaw Massacre versus the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So
Yes.
if you haven't had a listen, a little plug. If you haven't had a listen, go and have a listen. Basically,
You listen to it now. Like, turn this off and go and listen to it.
listen to it after. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the original Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I think it's brilliant, basically. I'm not going to delve into it too much now, like I say, because we have covered it before, but I think it should rightly have its tag as a horror classic.
Oh, goddamn, yeah. Damn straight.
There we go. And then on to Night of the Creeps, which I have seen.
I have not.
But I have seen a long time ago. So if I remember rightly, it kind of centers around alien slug-like things coming down and infecting people and turning them into alien/zombie type creatures. And
It does sound like an 80s style movie, doesn't
and it's all set around a prom night and stuff. Again, what I recall. But it has been a while. It does, however, star the absolutely amazing Tom Atkins, who has popped up a few times already when we spoke about The Fog. And stuff. So he's a bit of an 80s icon, isn't he? You know?
Yeah, I guess.
For me anyway. But yeah, so Tom actually leads us quite nicely even into the the next film we're going to talk
I
about.
disagree with nicely.
So here's some clips, and then we'll discuss some more Tom Atkins films.
Shame.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike, the Movie Misfit. Even though I am the jerk that watches horror movies all year long, there are 3 specific movies that I do like to watch in October. My first choice is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. To me, this movie captures the essence of the actual holiday itself. Great villain, great score by John Carpenter, and we also get Tom Atkins. My number 2 choice is the classic 1980s film, The Lady in White. This is a kid's movie from the 80s, and it just happens to be dark, it's deep, and it's got some great spooky elements too. And last but not least, Halloween 2, more iconic John Carpenter music with the synthesizer, and to me this was the best finale for Michael Myers. For better horror and movie content, please follow me on YouTube and Instagram at Mike the Movie Misfit. See you at the movies.
Mitch Cassidy from Primetime Mitch here, and I've been asked to talk about my favourite movies for the Halloween season. Now, I love the Halloween franchise, but I have a couple of particular favourites when it comes to watching them specifically at Halloween, and that is number 3 and number 4. Both capture the season perfectly. The colours are fantastic, and I just feel like it's October. Maximum of 3 saw one special mention, the Goosebumps episode, The Haunted Mask. Creeped me out as a kid, still does today as an adult. Those are my favourite Halloween picks every October. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hi, I'm Matt from Shivers and Spines. The films that get me ready for spooky season and Halloween, like most other people listening, probably watch horror movies all year long. So films with Halloween in them. One that I watch in advance of Halloween every year is Hocus Pocus for that fun, retro, kid-like feel. But also the Halloween franchise. But most specifically, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, because I think that's something that I only go to around Halloween time, whereas the Michael Myers films I watch all year round.
All right, so as you may have figured there, Tom Atkins is in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, but hold that thought because we're going to chat about the others first. So a few films again mentioned, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, The Lady in White, and the Goosebumps episode, The Haunted Mask. So shall we just start with that Goosebumps episode?
I'm a big fan of Goosebumps.
That's good to know because I wasn't. I was when Goosebumps came around, I think this was 95 again. I was 14.
Fair enough.
It wasn't. I missed it really because it wasn't. Wouldn't have been overly cool to me. Wouldn't really have appealed. I was trying to be a cool teenager, I suppose. So, So I literally watched this episode yesterday.
Oh yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I found it on YouTube. I quite liked the idea of just a haunted mask, basically. So
yeah, I remember this. I haven't thought about this in a very long time, but bringing back some memories.
Yeah, I bet. So yeah, it starts off with that young girl being bullied, doesn't it? I mean, a lot of older films kind of go this route. The poor sort of loner kid, gets bullied and then they get revenge. So that's basically what it is. The girl.
It's a bloody good time.
Yeah, the girl's mum buys her a duck costume for Halloween, and the girl's like, I don't want to wear that, so she goes to a creepy shop where they're selling all weird masks, and the guy there's like, oh, you can only have the masks on display, but she goes through the secret door at the back and finds all the creepy masks.
Secret door.
Yeah, and then she pops one on and it basically gets stuck to her face.
Yeah, it's good that.
It is. It's
really simple, cool. But it's bloody brilliant. I love the books as well.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. It's just a fun tale, isn't it? 45 minutes of just good
goodness.
Yeah,
good spookiness.
Yes.
Doesn't remind me at all of Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is a great film.
Which had some comics which I think were more violent than the film.
Oh yeah, true.
So, so you're a Goosebumps watcher, lover, reader?
Watcher, reader. First memories going mum to, I think it was Sussex Stationers, and always grabbing a new Goosebumps books. And for some reason back then, these little rubbers that were brains and in like a brain casing. They were all the rage in my primary school. Everyone had them, so I'd always go and get a new brain rubber. So
sounds good.
Kind of tied in, kind of worked.
Yeah, man, definitely. Nice.
It's a good time.
So plenty of nostalgia for you there.
Oh yes, I loved that episode as well.
Yeah, good stuff. Right, The Lady in White. Have you seen or heard of
Nope, never heard of it.
I haven't seen The Lady in White.
No, I'm not familiar with it personally.
No, again, not one I got time to watch.
It's an old one, yeah? 88, is that right?
Yeah, I think it's an 80s one, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I can't really talk about that, but I will add it to my list if I can locate it anywhere, if it's streaming or if I can grab a DVD or something. I'm more than up for giving it a watch.
Yeah,
So
you probably find it on YouTube, to be honest.
yeah, could do.
Oh, it's on
Possibly.
Amazon. It's on Amazon DVD.
Oh, okay, I'll have a little
There you
look.
go. Spend some money.
Right, and then moving into the big boys, Halloween 2, Halloween 4. Don't pull that face. What are you doing?
Oh, you,
Uh,
you just go for it. I'm going to go for a sleep.
I won't talk too much about them, man, because I don't want to, eat into the runtime too much. But Halloween 2, I thought was a decent enough sequel. It follows on straight after Halloween 1. Um, it follows Laurie Strode basically in hospital. Michael then goes to the hospital to kill her.
Oh,
This Halloween 2 is where you find out that Michael and Laurie are brother and sister.
oh. See, I didn't know
Um,
that.
and then it's the one at the end where he gets shot in the eyes and starts bleeding from the eyes.
Oh,
So yeah, but then
bad time for Mike.
you kind of think, how can he see in all the later ones because he's been shot in the eyes? But
Well, he's Mike Myers, isn't he?
not to worry about that. Yeah, but there's a really cool scene in this one where he grabs one of the nurses, puts her face in the bubbling water, and burns her face off.
Oh,
Yeah, but again, I thought it was a fun sequel.
yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Halloween 4 was the return of Michael Myers. I think that one is because Halloween 3, which we'll come on to momentarily, does not have Michael Myers in it,
Yes, yes.
which you may find a little strange. But the
I did.
Halloween films were originally meant to be anthology based. So yeah, it wasn't going to be a story about Michael Myers across 7, 8, 9, 10 films.
Wow.
That was supposed to be a one and done, and then they were moving on to different stories. So
I see.
of course,
That's interesting to know.
episode four, sorry, film number 4. He
Yeah.
comes back to cause more
He's
carnage. Again, it's not well, it kind of is a bad movie, but I quite like this one. Bringing back the Myers after number 3. So
That must
if you
mean
haven't
it's
seen,
terrible.
well, no, it's not terrible. It's not as bad as number 5.
You told me number 3 was good.
It is good.
It's just not. Sorry, when we get into it, we're building up to it.
Well, let's do 3. Season of the Witch. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's what a lot of people have said.
Why don't you start?
Okay, well, it definitely brings the Halloween spooky vibes, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be a hard one.
No, yeah. It's definitely Halloween.
I enjoyed the again sort of just slightly offbeat weird story about a company just selling Halloween masks that kill people.
Yeah, I like that. That's the storyline was good. I enjoyed the storyline.
I mean, did you not think it was done well?
No, not in any way, shape, or form.
Well, was it not fun?
The piercing laser noises whenever some knobhead in a suit pops up. That was just
okay.
irritating.
Right, that didn't irritate me.
Oh, I did. The weird, like, what's his name? The main guy?
Cochrane. The
Cochrane
baddie.
randomly takes a grieving daughter who's clearly half his age, and then just the first night they're together, they end up just sleeping together. Oh, yes.
Oh no, you mean the main guy? Yeah.
Yeah,
Dallas.
sorry. That's
Dan,
it. Yeah, and they
Dallas, yeah.
he's like, "Where do you want to sleep?" That's a dumb question. Oh, make love to me. What?
I mean, yeah, that is ridiculous
Your
and over
dad's
the
just
top.
been murdered, you weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm going high pitched. Yeah, sorry. I just.
Did
I
you
don't
not find
know.
it a bit?
No, I mean, I actually said I even messaged you last night saying I actually never thought I'd want to see Mike Myers again.
I know. So we were
'Cause I
completely...
didn't know that he wasn't in it. I just
Oh
it came
shit!
up in
Okay.
here, so I was like, let's watch it.
Oh right, I didn't know that you didn't know. So
Yeah, no, I didn't care for it. And then at the end where he throws the like badges from the box, and then they
Yeah.
all the scientists just flop down and die. I'm like, what?
yeah,
And then
I suppose...
the main Cochrane gets like lasered from a stone and dies. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know it is a bit hokey and a bit silly, but I think that's part of the appeal of it. It's just a really weird offbeat story.
There's
At
one bit I did
times-
like.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on. No,
I was
you
just
go.
going to say that at times doesn't overly make a lot of sense, but it's a
No.
good laugh.
There's one
Go
bit I
on.
really genuinely enjoyed though is you know the other woman who's gone to get a delivery and she just gets out of her car going, they messed up my delivery.
Yeah,
Who you
yeah.
talking to?
Yeah,
Anyway, that when she gets like shot in the face with a laser, that her face was genuinely top notch. Like it's one of the
Yes.
scariest looking things in a movie I've ever seen. Like, I'm not even trying to just redeem anything. It was just
Yeah.
horrible.
That's good. I'm glad you said that because that's my highlight as well. Yeah, when that
Horrific,
happened,
man.
obviously the laser noise thing that you're on about is pretty horrendous and crazy.
Oh,
but
so
but
goddamn annoying.
the shock when you see her face and the makeup effects here
So well done.
are brilliant. Yeah, so
Horrible.
and it was surprising actually when I first saw that. I was surprised by how gross it was.
Yeah. It's out of place, and definitely out of place.
Yeah, there's a kill as well where that person gets their head literally pulled off.
Oh yeah, that wasn't terrible.
That was quite good. I mean, I like this film. I'm a big fan. I just think it's fun from front to back, start to finish.
I just don't get the dudes in the suits. Why does he set himself on fire?
I can't remember, but
Like no one else does that. I thought, okay, maybe some
when
like
he's in
weird,
the car,
maybe some weird possessed thing, and what when they do this, and like, why was he trying to kill the dad, and then why did he set himself on fire?
You know what you should do?
What was happening?
You know what you should do? You should rewatch it later.
But no, baby.
Yeah, you should definitely rewatch it. But and the song,
I will never watch that again.
Is the song not stuck in your head? The Silver Shamrock.
It was unbelievably irritating.
Yeah, but I think that's the idea. It
Yeah,
appeals to the kids, doesn't it? And why did he want to just kill all the kids though? Was there a reason? I can't
Well,
recall.
there's about a million questions in this film that I haven't. I still now don't even. I'm like, what on earth happened in that film? Why is the doctor so invested in this? Like, what was going on?
Did you not find it fun, weird?
Not in the slightest. No, I genuinely hated every
Fair
second.
enough,
Sorry
fair
for the
enough.
people that submitted it. I'm not
Fair
trying to
enough.
be mean, but I did not enjoy it at all.
I do have a fondness for this film, as you know, and as I have said already, but so much so that I'm actually wearing a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch t-shirt right now. So
I wish I had your energy, man. I really do.
right. It's definitely a spooky Halloween vibe though, for sure.
Don't get me wrong. I didn't enjoy it, but I can totally get why people suggested it for Halloween. And if you love the old school movies and you're a big fan of Halloween, totally get why you would rate this. But for me, who doesn't enjoy Halloween movies, watching this, I was just left thinking, what on earth?
That's fair enough. No,
And that's
valid
it.
points.
We've all
Valid
got our
points.
taste, haven't we? My favourite movie is Silent Hill, for Christ's sake. Most people hate that.
Exactly.
So don't listen to me.
We've all got our tastes. Right. Shall we move on to the next set of clips?
Do it now.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, I am Inked Horror Queen on Instagram, and I was asked what my top 3 favourite horror films are to get me in the mood for spooky season / Halloween. Obviously, Halloween is a given. Trick or Treat, and I'm torn between The Exorcist and Candyman because they're both beautiful films. So yeah, if you haven't watched them already, you need to watch them.
This is Katie and Tao from the Horror Friendly Podcast. Katie, what are you watching this time of year?
There are so many great Halloween films out there, but I think my favourite one is Trick or Treat, the American horror anthology film directed by Michael Dougherty. It's just so good. It's so much fun, really gets you into the Halloween spirit. And yeah, it's the first thing I watch, probably like 1st of October if I can. What about you?
Mine's Nightmare on Elm Street. It's one of my favorites. It's Wes Craven. It's classic. It's 80s. It's slasher. And genuinely, like, how can you beat Freddy Krueger? Like, it's got to be done.
Nice.
Hi guys, it's Charles here, aka Horror Bites, and here are 3 films that I revisit every spooky season to get me in the vibe for Halloween. So first on the list is Hellfest from 2019. It's a fun slasher set on Halloween night that follows a group of friends as they are stalked by a masked killer around a horror-themed scare attraction amusement park, so definitely on my watch list. Second on my list, and probably already on your watch list, is the absolute cult classic Trick or Treat 2007. This film perfectly captures the essence and the magic and the fun of Halloween, and then there's also some really gruesome slasher moments in there too, so definitely one to watch. And the third and final film on my list isn't a horror film, but I had to mention it anyway. It's Monster House 2006. Now, obviously, this isn't a horror film per se, but there are a lot of horror elements in there. It's creepy, it's fun, and it is one of my all-time favourite films and one I will always revisit around Halloween.
What's up, horror movie maniacs? This is Alex, AMPFX Studios on Instagram. So, 3 spooky movies that I watch around Halloween to get me in the mood. My favorite is probably going to be Trick or Treat. I love Sam. I wish that there were more movies with him in it. I think he's a pretty amazing horror icon. not to mention just downright creepy. Plus, that movie features one of my favorite all-time werewolf transformation scenes. I think that's just a pretty freaking amazing scene. So next up on the list, I'm going to go purely nostalgia here, and that's going to be Hocus Pocus. Just, taking place in Salem, the way the whole town looks, just the aesthetics of it, plus being a little kid whenever it came out, watching it in theaters, getting in trouble for quoting Billy Butcherson because I think he says hell or something. I don't know. But yeah, Hocus Pocus is a great movie. And then another nostalgia feel that is just super cozy for me, and that is Ernest Scared Stupid. Anybody who talks to me for more than 5 minutes know that I say, you know what I mean, after every freaking thing. That's just because I'm a huge Ernest fan, always have been. That movie's freaking great. The Chiodo brothers killing it with the trolls. The Troll's just disgusting, and plus it's just Ernest. It's the best Ernest movie in my opinion. I'll die on that hill. But other than that, yeah, those are 3 spooky movies that get me in the mood for Halloween. Take care, guys.
Okay, so another great mix-up of movies. This is cool, man. I'm enjoying
You could call
this.
that a monster mash.
You could. Hey! Oh my God.
Took me a while.
So pleased you got that in there. Yeah, so... right.
Insert the theme tune, Ben.
Yeah, I could do, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go Candyman. How do you feel about Candyman?
See, I was late to the party on Candyman. I saw the newest one before I'd seen any of them.
Okay, interesting.
The recent remake, well, I don't know, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And it inspired me to watch the original. And believe it or not, I actually really like the original.
Yes, good man.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear. Yes. Yeah,
Just a solid movie. I can't fault it.
I'm a big fan of Candyman. I think he's quite a unique villain.
He has his cheesy moments, but then I guess it is an old film. But all in all, I remember enjoying it. Yeah, good film. Loved it.
Nice, good. Yeah. So from 1992, I believe I saw this. Not in 92, but a few years after, and there's a couple of scenes in it that really did scare me. Yes. So the bees in the mouth. Obviously that's pretty horrifying. And the bit where he's chopped the dog's head off.
Well, that's just mean.
Which is just horrible. Yeah. So
never do that to a dog.
But yeah, this film I really do enjoy. I don't watch it all the time. I don't think it's one you put on just for a laugh, but the character itself is interesting and unique. Yeah, solid film.
I enjoyed it, and I really do. I know people may not, but I really liked the new one. Thought it was great.
No, I like the new one as well. I'm on the same page with you there.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I know a lot of people are hating on it, but I thought it was fine.
It kind of does the whole people are religious to the originals and won't entertain a new one, but I'm not really like that. So
yeah, I'd like to see more, but I don't think we'll get any more because, like I say, the reviews weren't exactly glowing.
I just disagree. I think it was a great film.
Yeah, good fun. Have you seen the second and third ones?
No.
The second one's okay-ish. The third one isn't worth your time. So
yeah, no, I haven't seen them, but yeah, I'm a fan.
Good man. Right, Hellfest. So this was a film I've just recently watched. I'd kind of heard of it, but it never, come onto my radar to watch really. So
I don't think I've seen it.
It's a bit similar to Haunt. Have you seen Haunt?
Yes.
So similar to that, a group of friends go to like a scare attraction, and you gradually
Haunt was good.
Haunt's good. Yeah, and they gradually get killed off, by a slasher style killer.
Have I seen this?
So, it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. But it does bring the spooky vibes because they are at a carnival like Halloween attraction event. So,
I have seen this, but I can't remember any of it. But I'm looking at some images, and I'm like, oh yeah, that rings a bell. But I can't remember.
Yeah, it's an okay film. There's not, like I say, not too much that stands out for me really. It's okay acted. There's some okay kills. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy good. But if you're looking just for an easy watch that does bring the Halloween spooky vibes, then yeah, you can't go wrong here. It's not a bad watch.
Yeah, sounds good.
There you go. Okay, right. Two I haven't seen now. You'll probably be surprised with this one, but Monster House.
I can't believe you, Ben. Goddamn amazing movie.
I've seen it, yeah. Go for it. Tell us a
It
bit
generally
about
is good. Well, it is actually, he's in fairness, actually a little bit creepy, to be honest. But it's an animated family, I guess, yeah, you call it a family film.
That's good.
All about a monster house. It kind of does what it says, really.
In the sort of similar vein to what, like a haunted mansion style?
No, like
kind of thing?
the house itself is an actual monster.
Oh, right, okay. I see.
It's, I suppose you could call it in vein of Tim Burton's. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get it confused. It's different animation style and it's different, but ish, I guess. It's just a fun family film, really. Great for Halloween time.
Nice. Good stuff. Cool.
Great choice.
And then what about Ernest Scared Stupid?
I don't know if I've seen this,
Yeah, see, I didn't even know this was a thing, but I think Ernest has done many kind of films, and this is
there's
his,
loads of Ernest movies.
Halloween comedy one, isn't it? So
yeah,
so yeah, this one, unfortunately, Alex, I hadn't even heard of. So thanks for bringing it to my attention. I will get around to watching it, but I couldn't squeeze it in.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at images again, and it does look very, very familiar.
Right.
I couldn't tell you anything about it though, so don't.
No. I will give it a watch.
Much
I'll give it a watch. I'm going to go back, and the ones I couldn't squeeze in, I will watch. And yeah,
it looks good. The images look good. Yeah.
I do like a good horror comedy. Don't get me wrong. So
yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Right, and then finally, then let's talk about the big one of this little group, I suppose. Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Yes, I only watched this recently.
Trick or Treat from 2007. So
yeah,
what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I don't know, because I saw them release him onto the new Call of Duty randomly. Yeah, and I hadn't seen it, so I was like, okay, well, it must be pretty good. If it's getting that sort of acknowledgement, and I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Pretty forgetful though.
I wouldn't say forgetful, but I kind of get what you mean. I rewatched it a little while ago, and it definitely has the spooky vibes. I can see why people always watch this around Halloween. It's literally a film that's made to be watched around spooky season, isn't it?
And I do love. Is he called Baghead? Is that what they call him, Baghead?
What, the little character guy, Sam?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Sam. I was calling him Baghead. But yeah, when he takes his mask off and he's got the giant evil pumpkin face, he's got a chocolate bar with a knife in it. Stabby lollipop.
He's a devious little bugger, isn't he? Yeah, so
he's a horrible little fucker.
Yeah, I did really like the bit where he gets his mask ripped off and you see his actual pumpkin kind of funny demon-like face. I think the film is really good fun, and I do like these anthology style movies, especially around Halloween.
I did enjoy it, and I liked how they looped the story back round to the principal in the back garden and stuff like that. Like, it was well done.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And the little spooky tales it told, like about the kids in the school bus going into the river.
Yeah, that was quite good, actually.
And then you see them, that's them knocking on the door, isn't it, near the end and stuff.
And
so, yeah, it's a fun one for me.
I'd say that, yeah. I'd say that's fair. It's just a fun one.
And I will watch it around the spooky season, but yeah, it's not a classic. There you go.
But it's a good time.
I'll probably get told off. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a fun time. It definitely brings the spooky vibes. Sam, I love. He's great.
Yeah, he's good.
I would like to see more of him. They have recently just announced a comic, actually, with 4 new stories involving Sam.
So, that's clever. Yeah, that's a good time.
I'll probably pick that up and have a read of that, to be fair.
Yeah, good choice.
But yeah, no, good choice. Definitely a top spooky season movie.
It's a good one.
Right, here's the next clips.
Hi, we're the Girl and the Gay podcast, and my Halloween pick would be Trick or Treat, because it's set on Halloween and has perfect Halloween vibes, and it's a must-watch every year.
And for my Halloween pick, I would have to pick a classic Hocus Pocus, just for nostalgic reasons, and as well, it's based all on Halloween, great actors, and just an all-around family good time, really.
What's up, horror movie maniacs? It's Chris.
And Ash.
From the Horror Homeschool podcast.
And here's our top 3 Halloween movies.
and we both genuinely picked the same three as well. We're basically the same person. So what's the first one, Ash?
Classic Halloween, because it's classic perfection.
Yeah, 1978 Halloween doesn't get much better than that for spooky season. The music, the vibes, greatest Halloween movie of all time. What's the next one?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just spine-chilling and deliciously beautiful.
And the next one?
And we got Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Nostalgic overdose. Gotta go with that one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen those movies, I mean, you should have by now, but go check them out if you haven't.
Okay, some more cool clips there. So the main one, if you hadn't figured, and it's been mentioned loads, actually, it's right up there, is Hocus Pocus.
It's a good choice. It's a solid movie, that one.
It is indeed. But we'll just touch on quickly that Trick or Treat was mentioned once again. So, yeah, that's a popular one like we just spoke about. So
yeah, that makes sense as well. Yeah.
Have you watched Hocus Pocus recently?
I've actually watched it today because my two kids were watching it. And
Excellent.
right now, they're currently pretending to be witches.
Oh, really?
In the other room. Yeah, it's all kind of come together quite well, actually.
That's good.
And I've decorated my house for Halloween today for a little
nice.
gathering tomorrow. So yeah, they kind of got in the mood for witches and whatnot, and they put Hocus Pocus on, and I love Hocus Pocus.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much what this film does, isn't it? Really, it puts you right in the Halloween spirit, I would say.
Yeah, good. Yeah, they've both got mops and brooms, and they're running around the house, so that's fun for them.
Oh, brilliant! And you're not going to join them shortly, or you're going to get your broom?
I've got to do pumpkins after this. I can't even be bothered.
Well, yeah, I've got a little pumpkin to do. Nothing major.
I've got 4.
4? Oh, one each, I suppose. Yeah.
And they all like, oh no, we can't do the scooping out because it's too yucky. Oh yeah, because I love it too.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst bit, isn't it? I know. That's why I only get small ones now because scooping out all the fucking insides is just crazy. So
I know, but yes, Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Yes.
Very, very good. Very, very good indeed.
Indeed. Yeah. A film about three witchy sisters that get banished and way back when, and then they get brought back into modern day times by a virgin lighting a black flame candle.
Yeah, they come back.
That's pretty much it, isn't it? That's how it goes.
Yeah. The bit I just watched, they get incinerated and then come back from that as well.
yeah. I did like the bit with the rain when they're shouting, "Oh, it's acid rain," and it's just rain, just normal water from the sprinkler.
I do like. Is it Sarah Jessica Parker? Yeah, I like her in this. I think she's really funny.
Yeah, I do actually. I'm not usually a fan. I've got to admit.
No, I'm not. But she's like the dumb one, isn't she? And she just does it really well, and it makes me laugh.
Yeah, no, that's very well said. I think this film, all three of the ladies that play the sisters, and two of them, one's Bette Midler, isn't it?
Yeah, you got Sister Act as well, the lady from Sister Act.
Oh, is that who the other woman is? I was going to say one of them.
The
I don't
larger
know.
one. She was in Sister Act.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say all three of them are brilliant in this. They're all really funny.
Oh, spot on.
And the chemistry, I think, between them all is great.
Yeah, it works so well. It's a great movie. And I actually really like the recent one they did. They redid it. Well, I don't know if they redid it, whether it's a sequel or what, but the latest one, that was really good as well.
Yeah, they brought it into modern times, didn't they?
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
Quite a lot. Yeah, it was good fun. I don't remember too much of it, but I remember it being quite funny, quite fun.
Yep. It's definitely a perfect Halloween movie for sure.
Yes, it's got everything you want, hasn't it? It's got a talking cat.
Yeah.
It's got
reminds me of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, me too. It's got singing, it's got dancing.
Yep.
It's got pumpkins, witches, spell books.
Book with an eye.
Dodgy candles.
Dodgy candles, indeed, yes.
Book with an eye, that's a good one, yeah.
Bit of toilet paper in, or TP in, as they call it in the state.
Yeah, there you go. This film truly has everything Halloween-y, autumnal, spooky season that you could possibly ask for.
Absolutely, ticks all the boxes.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think one thing that's really good about it as well is that it's family friendly.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean they do get incinerated, which I was a bit like, hang on.
Yeah, they do, but it's not. It's not grotesque or horrible or gory, is it? So
no, not at all.
It's like you say, your kids are watching it. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you'd probably show them all sorts anyway.
But I don't care. They can watch whatever.
Yeah, it's just slip Terrifier on when they're having the lunch.
I'll just say it's jam.
Yeah.
Jam. That's not blood.
But no, I'm not surprised at all to see hear so many people mention this as a top pick for spooky season. I thought it would be right up there, and it is right up there. It's actually joint top with the next film that we're going to talk about. the next big one we're going to talk about, which is probably
arguable that,
which is probably super obvious what it's going to be as well.
Sadly.
But yeah, have you got much more to say on Hocus Pocus? Do you want to?
No, it ticks all the boxes. It's a great movie. It even holds up now. I mean, it's old now. I don't know how old, but
yeah, I watched it last week again, and I thought it was great. It's just really easy going, really fun to watch.
And my kids watch things on repeat. They'd watch them over and over and over. So we've watched it about 4 times today, and I'm not bored of it. So
there you go,
it's a good
brilliant.
one.
Still plenty of time to watch it some more.
Oh, it's going to be on in a minute, I'm sure.
And of course, tomorrow's Halloween, so they could put it on yet again.
Nah, ban it.
Maybe get them to slip the sequel in there as well.
18 plus horrors only tomorrow.
yeah. Get yourself, like I said, get yourself a copy of Nightmare on Elm Street, Terrifier. Yeah, chuck all the good ones. In.
I'll get them on Art the Clown early, I think.
Yeah, they'll love that, I'm sure. If they're anything like you, anyway. So
yeah, God, they will. So, shall we move on to the worst film ever?
Yeah, let's move on to what you call the worst film ever. But let's roll all the clips about it first.
Oh yeah, that.
Hi, this is Horror Geek 1987, and I have chosen 2 films that I always watch at spooky season. Number 1 being Halloween 1978, as it is the best horror film ever, and of course it is set on Halloween night as well. And the second one is Hocus Pocus, a firm favourite family film. And what's not to love? It's got elements of just about everything, really, hasn't it? So hope you enjoy this.
What is up, guys? It's Neil D from Top 10 Films website, and I'm here to do a top 3 favorite horror films leading up to Halloween for Horror Movie Maniacs podcast. My number 3 is a 1981 slasher classic called Hell Night. My number 2 is Trick or Treat horror anthology with Sam. Just really kick-ass horror stories, 3 of them. My favorite one is the 3rd. And my number 1 all-time favorite film to watch on Halloween, I watch it every year, is John Carpenter's masterpiece, Halloween, which came out in 1978, which is one of the most influential films of all time, let alone horror films, with minimum blood, a lot of jump scares, and a really intense story. And of course, Michael Myers, who's a complete badass. And those are my top 3. Peace.
Hey, this is Horror Dumbbells. Thanks for having me on the show, Ben and Grant. First off, I've got to start with Halloween 1978. Not only is it my favourite movie of all time, it never fails to get me in the mood in the spooky season. I'd follow that with He Knows You're Alone, which is a 1980 slasher movie. It's actually Tom Hanks' first ever film role. It's not the easiest movie to find, but if you come across it, I do urge you watch it. And I'd finish off with Terrifier 2. Art the Clown's really grown on me over the past couple of years, and I really enjoy rewatching the movies. Bye, guys.
Hello, you creeps. It's your creep moist strawberry. And I've been asked to do a video from the guys at horror_movies_maniacs, Ben and Grant, both awesome dudes, to give them a follow. So I've just got to basically say my 3 movies that get me in the mood for Halloween. First up, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Absolute classic, and it definitely gives off Halloween vibes. Obviously, not just the title, but it's a great movie, and I really recommend it at this time of year. Then you've got Trick or Treat, which is a lovely little film about little Sam. I mean, he's so cute. Look at him. There's pumpkins galore in this. There's costumes. There's parties, Halloween parties. It's literally just gets you in the mood for Halloween. And then last but not least, Halloween, which is absolutely iconic for this time of year. As soon as you hear that piano sound, you know Michael Myers is around, and it definitely gets me in the mood for Halloween. So stay creepy. And remember, give them a follow. Horror_movies_maniacs.
Right, some lovely clips there once again.
What a regal right.
Well,
right.
We're going to talk about the most majestic film of all time in a minute. So, right, a couple of others just briefly before that was mentioned there.
Yep.
So, a couple, one I hadn't even heard of. He Knows You're Alone. So,
no, never heard of it.
I did manage to have a watch of this. And it was okay for me. It didn't blow my socks off, but it was kind of cool to see Tom Hanks in his first ever role.
Did he know he was alone, though?
he's not in it much. So he did do a really weird thing though of like tripping over a runner to kind of get her attention and talk to her. And it's like, if you're gonna try and get with someone, tripping them up is probably not the best thing to do. But
it's subtle.
But it worked. It worked for him. So,
Okay, of course it did.
So yeah, not a bad film. More of a thriller than a horror, I would say. It's about someone who stalks girls on their wedding night, basically.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
like
slasher kind of vibes and stuff. But there wasn't. I didn't think personally there was all that much horror. Maybe I weren't in the right mindset because, like I say, at this point I had watched tons and tons and tons and tons of horrors, so I was getting a little fatigued, shall we say?
So was Tom Hanks the killer?
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
Well, I watched so many horrors I can't remember. But I promise you I did watch this one. Yeah, it was okay for me.
I didn't.
I probably do need to rewatch it at some point because I'm not going to do it justice here talking about it. So do check it out if you haven't, guys. I'm definitely not doing it justice.
No, but I haven't seen it, so I can't help you.
No, and because it's old, you won't see it, will you?
No, not going to.
No, right. Anything before what? What's your cut-off point?
What do you mean? What's my cut-off point?
Well, like, what do you class as old? Like, if I said, let's watch this film from 1995, would you be like,
no, 90s?
No.
I'm fine with. I'm all right with 90s.
Okay, so nothing before the 90s.
It's 89 and backwards. Like, nah. But I mean, I'll still enjoy them. Like, The Thing is a classic, and I goddamn love that movie. So it's not like a concrete rule. I just.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Hell Night. That's another 80s one, early 80s, maybe even 1980, 1981, maybe.
Sure.
This has Linda Blair of Exorcist fame in it.
Yes.
Again, it's a slashery style film, all set in like a what do I call it? A stately home kind of vibes. So it's got slightly old gothic like vibes to it. But again, this one was a bit middle of the road for me. It wasn't bad, wasn't great in my opinion. I felt again it lacked the horror. Basically, I think having the star name there was probably helpful for them when they launched this, having Linda Blair there. But yeah, it's okay. It's got some fun characters in it. And it's got quite a funny scene of someone climbing over a gate, a really high gate. Is what sticks in my mind. Yeah, so
that's good.
Again, check it out if you're into early 80s horror. But yeah, it's probably not one I'll have on regularly. Right, Terrifier 2 was mentioned.
Hooray!
John there. So yeah, there you go. There's one you like.
Yeah, goddamn right.
So you say about it. You say about Art the Clown. Go on.
Well, he's a goddamn legend. I mean, he's an absolute psycho, sadistic, horrible person. But I'll be damned if I don't love him.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm a big fan as well, as you know already. So, and you said that he's a goddamn legend. I think he is actually becoming a modern day horror icon. Yes.
I mean, there's no one that stands out as much as him, I don't think, at the minute.
No. I'd have to agree completely.
Even the Ice Nine Kills music video. You've seen that, haven't you?
I've seen part of it. Yeah, I haven't.
Damn, that's gory as hell, just as gory as the movies.
Yeah. But I think the guy who plays Art is just bloody brilliant at playing him, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, he's top notch. Yes. Do you know, it took me the longest time. You know, he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously didn't realise that his makeup was a mime. It took me the longest time. I just thought he was just a silent clown. Then I was sitting there like, hang on. He's a mime.
The good thing is you finally figured it out.
Yeah, it took me a good while. But Terrifier 2,
has that iconic scene, has the bedroom scene, as people call it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
That is absolutely brutal. It's overly long. It's traumatizing, possibly.
It's quite sadistic in a way. Like they sat there and was like, they probably had like they're like, right, we'll do this. And then as they did, they're like, let's add this as well. And let's add this. And then let's add some salt.
Yeah, and bleach.
Why not? Yeah, and bleach.
Salt and bleach, that well-known combination for when you're
murdering. But let's keep her alive. Let's make her still be alive on the bed, obviously. Yeah. Do you know what? We can top this off. Make the mum come in and see.
There you go. Exactly. I think, do you know, you must have seen that picture that's been about for a while now of the actress who was playing the girl that got brutalized there online, and she's sitting on the edge of the bed, smiley and happy.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, behind the scenes shot. I think they probably released that just to let everyone know that, hey guys, you know, don't panic. This is just a film. Right. She is all right. Yeah, because it was that brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, the movie itself, I don't know how to word it. I don't think the acting was as good. So I said this to you when we saw Terrifier 3. The lady who plays the main girl, I don't know her name.
Yeah, Sienna Shaw is a character. What, Lauren Lavera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the second one, I thought she wasn't great.
Okay.
But in the third one, I thought she was unbelievable. It's like what she did between those two movies. She worked her ass off to perfect it.
Yeah, the third one, she really does put the shift in, doesn't she? There,
She's
and,
amazing in the third
yeah,
one.
yeah, she really is. She's going to get a lot of attention from that third Terrifier film.
Yeah, she was top notch in that. But yeah, overall, it's a great film. The little brother's really annoying and still is now. The mum's horrible. She's annoying, but she obviously gets what she gets hers.
Yeah, but it's mostly about. I mean, you're kind of there for art and Sienna, isn't it? Really. And
yeah, again, it ticks all the boxes in a way. Horrible Halloween movie, trick or treating, costumes, killing.
Yeah,
all the good stuff.
Really good fun. The only thing I would say about Terrifier 2 is it does go long. It goes really long, like nearly 2.5 hours, I think. So third one chops half an hour off, luckily. Still a bit long. But in good news for us anyway, one of our December episodes, we're going to be covering Terrifier 3.
Damn straight we are, because that's a Christmas movie.
In great detail. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a December episode because it is set around Christmas.
Yeah, so it's allowed.
Exactly. There we go.
What we didn't mention. Go on. Oh,
I was just going to say I'm
going
to be sticking it on as a Christmas film anyway. So
yeah. Damn straight. Christmas Eve, I'll be like, right, my dear, what shall we watch? Here's a good one for you.
Get the family round, and whack on Terrifier. Do it.
Yeah, lovely.
What are you going to say? Sorry.
The end of credits scene in Terrifier 2. We need to mention that quick.
The end credits scene. Oh, the post credits bit.
Yeah, with old Jericho.
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, well, I never saw it until because obviously I turned things off, and then you showed me it just before we saw Terrifier 3, and Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I was going to say you kind of need to have seen that bit as it leads right into the third one, doesn't it? So
yeah,
right.
it's
cool.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. If you've seen Terrifier 2 and you didn't stick around through the credits, then go back and have a look. Yeah, definitely worth it.
It's interesting.
Certainly is.
And it's got Chris Jericho in it.
Yeah, legend, wrestling legend.
Love that guy.
Right, shall we talk about the one you really want to talk about, Grant?
No.
Come on.
We have to.
You say it. You say what it is. Go on. I mean, it's been in the clips and everyone's
Halloween.
Known. There you go. Say it louder.
Halloween.
So, shall we start with why? Why don't you like this film, dude?
Do you really want me to just unleash?
No, probably not. I'll stop right there. Hold on. So, first off, Halloween 78, directed by John Carpenter, is for me an all-time Halloween and horror classic movie. So, and it is for a lot of you guys as well. This film come up the same amount of times as Hocus Pocus, so it come up 8 separate times. The Halloween franchise come up a fair bit as well. Season of the Witch, obviously, we've covered a little while ago. Halloween 2 come up a little. Halloween 4 come up a little bit. And Kate, our Australian friend, mentioned Halloween 2018 as well.
I didn't mind that.
Good. We'll come on.
I didn't mind the recent ones, although the second one was shite. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but this one come up 8 times as well. So it's kind of a tie between Hocus Pocus and Halloween at this point. But
I'll vote for Hocus Pocus. So
I'm sure you did multiple times.
Yeah.
But no, I personally love this. I'm not really sure where my love of Halloween started. I think it's because I used to hear my mum would watch horror films a lot when I was younger, and I wouldn't go to bed, so I would hear them, but she'd make me look the other way. I'd like lay on the sofa and pretend I'm asleep, kind of thing. And
your mum's a legend.
And she's like, right, she's like,
you stay here, but you can't look at it.
Don't bloody watch it, you naughty little shit. Yeah, if you're not going to bed, fine, but you're just going to have to suffer hearing it.
I'm watching Halloween, so you deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the theme tune probably got in my head and stuff, because it's a really iconic,
it's got good sound,
really iconic soundtrack. So it might have come from there.
Maybe.
But I'm intrigued to know what you dislike about this, and please don't say everything, or otherwise this ends here.
I just don't get it. Like people like you and some of our listeners that they hold it so highly. It's a classic. It's one of their all-time favorites, and I just don't get how.
Would you like a fight?
Yeah, we can have a fight. I just find it boring. I find him boring. He's not scary. They just repeat themselves over and over and over again. Just him walking around doing a bit of stabbing. Pass.
Dude, what can I say? It's probably half our fan base going to stop listening now. No, I'm kidding.
Look,
I'm kidding.
we all like different things. I like
Yeah,
some
exactly,
absolute crap where people are like, "Why on earth would you like that?"
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Armageddon.
I just, yeah, no, but it's like Taylor Swift, right? I compare Halloween to Taylor Swift
Okay.
because the
Strange,
world
but
is going nuts for Taylor Swift,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't get it. What
No,
am I
mean,
missing something?
I mean, don't ask me because I'm not a Swiftie, shall we say?
But this is how I relate to Halloween. It's like I must not be getting something because I just don't get it.
It's hard to say, isn't it? Really, because okay, I can admit sometimes the acting in it is a bit dodge.
I think it's sorry to interrupt you, but when you compare it to other classics like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that, it doesn't stand a chance, in my opinion.
Introduction of a horror icon, though, dude.
He's not though.
He is.
It's William Shatner Inside Out in coveralls. That's it.
Well, it is in number one. Yeah. They painted the mask, didn't they? The William Shatner mask, just painted it white and stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
for
it
anyone
worked,
that doesn't know, but yeah, it worked. It worked. Well, apparently it didn't in your case.
Well, I don't get it. I don't know how you can say he's better than Freddy because he's just not in any way.
I mean, they're both icons of horror in different ways. Freddy's the old chatterbox, isn't he? That likes to taunt and stuff, and Myers is the silent stalker.
That's what I mean. No, just
the daddy
it's not
of
for
all
me.
killers, the best ever to do it.
He's not though, is he?
He is.
Freddy can kill you in your dreams. God damn it!
Yeah, but
all you've got to do is a light jog, and you've escaped.
Well, how about could Freddy learn to drive a car magically when he's been locked away in a mental hospital for 15 years?
No, that's true.
That is a bit. There's a bit of a reference there. So when Michael escapes, he somehow steals the car and manages to drive it back to Haddonfield, doesn't he? And then and he's driving along. He's driving along Lampkin Lane. He's driving along the street when I think it's Anu shouts at him, "Hey, slow down! Speed kills, jerk," or something. And you see him like driving along, and it's like, what the fuck? How's that happened? So yeah, there are some silly moments. There are some silly moments in Halloween, but overall, I think it encompasses all the spooky season stuff. You got your killer, yeah. It's set on Halloween. There's pumpkins, there's babysitting, there's murder, there's all sorts. There's creepy Halloween music, suspense, Grant. There's tension.
So much tension.
But I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you, is it?
It's just not. I'll stand by it. I don't like it.
I would love to hear what everyone else thinks.
I need some backup.
Makes Halloween such a classic. No,
because I'm sure it's not just me that doesn't like Halloween. There's got to be people out there that don't get it as well.
Saying that, I would like to hear both sides. Yeah, guys, let us know. Do you like Halloween? Do you hate Halloween like Grant? Is Grant wrong? Why is Grant wrong? Grant's always wrong. There you go.
I'm gonna get so much stick.
I hope so. In a way, I hope you get absolute loads of shit.
No, stand by it.
No, that's fair enough. But I mean, you obviously all know about Halloween. I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs because it's an absolute stone cold classic film from 1978.
It's boring. Yeah, sorry, I mean a classic.
Every horror fan needs to watch it every single Halloween, if not every single week.
No, don't ever watch it.
Anyway,
Dynamite walks around, stabs. The end.
Shall we briefly touch on the newer ones then?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I quite liked them. There was 3, wasn't there?
Yeah, so there was Halloween 2018.
I enjoyed that.
Followed by Halloween Kills, and then the very controversial Halloween Ends.
Yeah, so I liked the first and the third. The second one was the most boring thing I've seen again.
I'm surprised you liked the third one.
It was all right. If I'm remembering it rightly, it's a spoiler here, but do they kill him on the kitchen counter? Am I thinking that right? Am I remembering that right?
Laurie and Michael fight at the end. Yeah, and
it's in a kitchen in their house, isn't it?
Yeah, she does finally kill him.
Yeah.
And then they do something else after that.
Yeah. So I didn't mind that one. I generally did quite enjoy the first one. I thought that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I thought the first one, the 2018 one, so they retconned everything basically apart from Halloween 78. And then 2018 was 40 years later, showing you Laurie's trauma basically and how it affected you over the 40 years, affected her, over the 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was well done. She turned into a kind of a hermit, hadn't she? And she'd been like training and stocking up on guns and made
I enjoyed it.
Paddock.
I like how they like trap him down the bottom of the stairs and then set it all on fire. I like that.
Yeah, I do. I thought
You
that
know,
was really good.
I think I enjoyed it so much is because they started to like fight back against him, as in he
Right.
started to suffer a bit. So I think that's why I liked it.
Yeah, and
It's about time.
I figured out why you like the third one because he's not in it much.
And they kill him. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah. The second one I thought had some good kills. I mean, obviously it's called Halloween Kills, but it had some good kills. But it was a bit messy, a bit all over the place.
I swear he was just walking the whole thing was just a walking sim.
Yeah, but he does just kind of walk and stab, walk and stab, walk and stab, doesn't he?
Yes, so I'm like, how do you guys enjoy that?
Because it's sexy.
Yeah, true.
You should try it.
Yeah, I'm going to start walking and stabbing.
Obviously. Yeah.
Can I drive and stab? I'm not really much of a walker.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, go with that.
I'll get a bike.
Yeah, you'd have, well, I don't know, you'd have to
Bike
hold
and
on
stab.
with both hands. Do it.
Nah, I can do one-handed.
Yeah, that's fair. Only on
Scooter.
Halloween, though. You're only allowed to do it on Halloween.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
With a fake knife.
Ah.
Yeah, no, can't condone actual murder. So.
Yeah, it's true.
Right, yeah. So there you go. Grant hates Halloween. I love Halloween. You guys love Halloween because obviously you've put it joint top with Hocus Pocus. So well done, everybody. Grant. Go and watch
Well
Halloween.
done. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone. Yeah, thanks for sticking up for one of my faves. There we go. That's great.
I mean, you put the invite out. I think you just picked the people you knew would talk about it.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I'm not going to prattle on about Halloween because I would forever. And hopefully one day we'll do a proper episode on it and Grant can just slate it even more.
Yeah, it won't be a good time for any Halloween fans if we do an episode, I tell you.
Well, but it'll be interesting to do at some point. Maybe we'll do like a random Halloween film, not the first one.
I think we need to do a poll on who actually likes it.
Yeah, should we? Yeah, okay. Let's do a poll.
Because I want to show that I'm not alone on this.
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll put a poll out.
Sick.
Yeah, man. Right, let's move on. So let's just say we said it, but yeah, Halloween Hocus Pocus came joint top. And then Trick or Treat, I think, had the most votes after that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Nightmare on Elm Street had a fair few. Scream had a few. Exorcist had a few. Shining had a few. So the main ones we spoke about, really. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little experimental kind of thing we've done. It's not something obviously we've done before. Probably won't do again for a while. It's been quite a lot of hard work. I'm not going to lie.
You've done a lot of work on this one, haven't you?
Oh, thanks. There's been a lot of editing. Yeah.
Some recording, yeah.
And some recording. That's it. But I think it's been really fun. It's been great hearing everyone's recommendations. I've loved, just some of the random ones that I wouldn't have known about or wouldn't have watched. And it's just been great to hear what the horror community think, really.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you, everyone.
So yeah, couldn't thank you all enough. But before we let you go, we've got some omissions. So films that haven't been mentioned that we thought may have been mentioned. So we're just basically going to list these out, really. So one of the ones I was surprised about that nobody mentioned at all was Saw.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't really give Halloween vibes, but there was a Saw film out, every year for 9 years around Halloween.
And they're quite good costume ideas as well. You can go as Billy the Puppet quite a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, considering for like 9 years in a row, there was a Saw film out every Halloween, I thought it might have got mentioned. That's all. So
strange
that was surprising. A couple of 80s ones again, but I think you'll like one of these, Grant. Fright Night.
Yeah.
Fright Night.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's such a cool Halloween film, so much spooky vibes in that.
I think my dad's still got it on VHS, but yeah, that was a classic.
Oh mate, he needs to give that to me.
I'll see if I can find it.
He's got to come on the pod. So he's going to come on at some point, isn't
he? Yeah, we'll get him on it at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great. Lost Boys didn't come up at all. I thought that'd be one that.
Yeah, that's a strange one as well. I'm surprised by that.
And then one that really surprised me, nobody at all mentioned Friday the 13th.
I hadn't even thought about that,
See, there you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, this one might be because it has the word Christmas in the title, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but even still, like that to me is a Halloween film. I don't associate that with Christmas much.
So, but that didn't get a mention. And I mean,
surprised me.
Other Tim Burton films did, and obviously Tim Burton just brings his whole Halloween spooky vibes anyway.
Yeah, Corpse Bride I thought would have been in there.
Yeah, Corpse Bride. Addams Family didn't come up at all.
Well, that's a mad one, isn't it? Addams Family.
Yeah. They're two films from the 90s, I think. I thought they were
Yeah,
both really,
yeah.
really good fun.
Yeah, they were great.
Scary Movie.
Yeah, that's a surprising one as well.
Yeah, again, it's just a fun sort of piss take of all the slasher films, isn't it? Scream, basically, and the other slashers. But
Yeah.
and touching on that, it's just been announced yesterday that they're rebooting Scary Movie, so we got a new one coming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do it properly and don't. Yeah.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Wayans brothers are doing it again, so they've done
Oh,
the
they're doing
originals,
it,
didn't
okay.
they? So
Yeah.
should be good. Night of the Demons from the 80s. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No, I never heard of it.
Yeah, that was a good, fun, very spooky sort of season vibes to that.
Okay.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, it's a good film. That I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I thought as well that was sort of propositioned as a bit of a gateway horror film, wasn't it? So,
Yeah. Oh, you know what
so-
else I've just thought? Evil Dead as well. No Evil Dead.
Oh God, yeah. No Evil Dead. It's fair. I thought Evil Dead 2 might have come up.
Yeah.
Another family-friendly one here, Casper.
Yeah, Casper. That was going to be one of my picks.
Oh, okay. That was on the TV the other day, so that just just reminded me.
Casper's great. Love
I
Casper.
saw it at the cinema when that came out.
Yeah, I might have done as well, I think.
Nice. Monster Squad.
I don't know if I know that.
Yeah, you must know Monster Squad. It's got all the classic Universal monsters in it, but in an 80s weird, fun setting.
I think I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, I have a long time ago. That's the one your friend Andy wants to do.
Oh, I see.
So we should do that in the new year for sure.
Yes. Yes.
13 Ghosts was my other one that I was
love
surprised
that film.
about. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Matthew Lillard, isn't it, in that house?
Yeah.
that glass
love a
house
bit of
kind of
13
thing.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Oh, Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
No, but those are like, yeah,
that's actually a really good shout, Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, man.
Yeah, as well. So yeah, quite a few missing there, but obviously loads and loads of cool ones mentioned. So
Yeah, gotcha.
there you go. Right, shall we wrap up this episode then, guys, by telling you our spooky season picks?
Hell yeah, we will.
Okay, right. So the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. So here are our picks for spooky season movies. Grant, you can go first. Just go with one.
Just go one of them.
Yeah,
Witches.
start with. What's that?
Witches.
Nice. Very good choice.
What
Very good
surprised
choice.
me that no one mentioned that.
Yeah, surprised. It could have gone on emissions, couldn't it? Actually.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on there though because I wanted to save it for mine. But I will say that all my choices are typically like family films because I don't associate Halloween surprisingly with like murder and killing and horrors and stuff because I do that all year anyway. I do that every day.
You do a
every day
lot
of
of
the week.
murdering and killing, do you?
Yeah.
So you thought you take the day off on Halloween?
Yeah, exactly. No, I watch
Yeah.
horrors all year, obviously, but
Yeah,
Halloween
yeah.
I associate with family stuff. So I watch like animated horrors, animated Halloweens, and things and such like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. Actually, that's quite a valid point, isn't it? Halloween is kind of like not seen as a holiday, I suppose, over here, but it is a time that you get people together. So
Yeah, and kids dress up costume, go trick or treating and stuff. So I always associate them with family friendly sort of spooky films. But yeah, Witches, it's a classic. I know I've done an episode on it.
Yeah.
I am a massive fan of it, and it's something I watch every Halloween.
that's a really good shout, actually. Yeah, nice, good stuff.
Right, what's your first one?
My first one, I'm going to go Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Because again, it's that Tim Burton Gothic stuff. It just has everything Halloweeny, really, doesn't it? Crazy.
Nice and spooky. Yeah, fits perfectly.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, spooky, definitely spooky vibes, obviously. It's pretty fun. It's not overly scary. It's got a few jumpy moments, but yeah.
I've actually got a Beetlejuice costume as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the black and white stripy one?
Yeah, the black and white suit.
Classic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Classic.
Yeah, so
That's what I mean. That's quite heavily inspired for costumes.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'm going to be watching the new Beetlejuice tomorrow with my daughter. Yeah, Beetlejuice.
It's good that I enjoyed that.
Nice. That's good to hear, man. Yeah. So
Yeah,
there
it's
you go.
definitely not as good as the first one, but it's
No.
still good.
No, it's good to hear.
It's a good
Have you
time.
got a number two?
Yeah, I do. What one do I want to go for? I think I've forgotten what I said now. No, Frankenweenie. That was it.
So I haven't seen Frankenweenie. Probably
Yeah,
not to your surprise.
It's a Tim Burton movie again.
Yeah.
About a Frankenstein dog, and I actually learned it's there was an original to this. This is like a redo or whatever.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that either.
But yeah, it's just a nice Halloween movie about a Frankenstein dog. It's, as I said, Tim Burton movie. It's a really
Brilliant.
good time. Love it.
I'm gonna
No
chuck
one
that
ever
on
talks about it.
No, I was going to say I don't hear anyone talk about it, to be honest, but I'm going to chuck that on my list and give that a go, especially as it's
It's a
Tim
great
Burton. So
Yeah, it's a great time.
sweet, good
What's
choice.
your one?
And second one, so I was trying to think a little, not outside the box here, but something that sort of again encapsulates the vibe rather than outright scares. Because I was thinking, well, I love Scream, but I don't really get a Halloween vibe from that. So I was trying to think, what encapsulates it. So I'm going to go with Van Helsing, the one with Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale.
Would say that again? Sorry.
I was just saying, the Van Helsing film with Hugh Jackman and Kate
they're a
Beckinsale.
good time. I love them.
Yeah. I saw it in the cinema when it came out a while ago, and again, I think it encapsulates spooky stuff. It's got Dracula, it's got werewolves, it's got, I think the brides of Dracula are in it, or the sisters, or whatever, aren't they? Whatever you want to call them. It's got Hunchback in it, Quasimodo. He's in it at the start. It's got cool weapons. It's got a very gothic look and vibe to it.
Hugh Jackman with long hair.
Yeah, it's over the top and it's cheesy and pretty silly. So
it's a good time, though.
It's a good time. Yeah, and one I think doesn't get spoken about enough either. So
no, it doesn't.
So yeah, I'm going to chuck that in. Right, should we do one more? Got one more?
Yeah. So I was going to say Haunted Mansion, but I've actually changed my mind.
Oh, see, I've seen the Eddie Murphy one of Haunted Mansion. That's good fun.
I mean, it's still a classic that I like to watch. But my third pick's going to actually be Coraline.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say about how spooky this one is.
It's proper spooky. Like, it has no business being a kid's film.
Right. So I haven't seen this. But again, it is one that I should have. I know I really should have. And I know it is on people's spooky lists. So what is it about exactly?
God, dude, it's been such a long time since I've seen it. But essentially, it's designed to be sort of like a kids movie, I guess. But it's an animated jobby.
Okay. Yeah, I sort of remember the vibe and the look of it and stuff. And I can picture.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say she goes around her sort of. It's just about 11-year-old Coraline, and she wanders around her old house and her boring new town, and then she finds a hidden door that, strangely, what does it say? Idolized version of her life. Yeah, so she sees another version of her life that she wishes it could be.
Right.
So I just had to refresh my memory there.
Yeah, no worries.
It's just a really good spooky film. It's like a dark fantasy horror type thing, but it's stop motion as well, so that makes it quite spooky. But it just captures everything creepy.
Ah, brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to add that on the list as well. So I've got to get Frankenweenie. I'm going to write them down, actually. Frankenweenie. Coraline watch.
And Paranorman as well, if you want to watch another one.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're all in the same sort of, like you say, that same sort of family friendly but slightly weird and quirky vibe, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just another animated goodness.
Yeah. Coraline. Love that. Very good.
What's your finale?
I'm going to be really boring. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say it. Halloween, of course. I won't talk about it.
Bath.
What?
No, that's fair. Halloween's a good choice.
I have to. It's my all-time favorite horror. Myers is top class, as you know, top tier killer. and I'm going to leave it there. Halloween. There you go.
Good.
So, right. Thank you all very much for listening. And
we did it.
We did it. It took a lot, but we've done it, Grant.
We've done it. You did most of it, but
thank you. No,
I've been here.
I couldn't do it without you, like I've said a million times. So thank you to you, Grant.
No, thank you, then.
That sounded a bit sarcastic, mate.
You. No. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's better. So much better. Yeah. Thank you. Big thank you to everyone that provided audio clips. We definitely couldn't have done it without all of you guys. And I know we've said this took a lot of work on our part and stuff, but it has been really good fun.
It's all in the name of horror.
Exactly. So, yeah, thank you all loads. I hope we have done everyone who's sent a clip in. I hope we've done you proud with what we've said during these 2 episodes.
Maybe not the Halloween suggestion.
Shut up. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for providing the clips. And in November, are we going to do 2 episodes in November?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we reveal what we said? we're going to do?
We're filming our movie though, so yeah, but we'll go for 2.
Oh yeah, we're going to try and do 2. Okay.
Yeah, if not 1.
One of them's definitely going to be. Do you want to say it?
I can't even remember.
It Follows.
Oh yeah, my absolute favourite.
Because there you go. That'll make Grant happier. So
I've got a lot to say about It Follows.
Not a Michael Myers insight in that one. So he'll be over the moon.
Talk about an absolutely brilliant movie for once.
And then dependent on whether the film takes bloody ages to sort out, finally, the second episode is going to be. Do you want to say? Can you remember?
Can't remember again.
Okay. We'll leave it as a surprise on episode 2, actually.
It's a surprise to me.
All right, well, I'll tell you after. Or I'll remind you. We can collaborate and chat about what we want to do. And then, hopefully 2 in December, guys. We're going to try and get back to 2 every single month.
Yes.
You already know from earlier that one of the December episodes will be Terrifier 3.
Yeah, damn straight.
And the other episode is going to be our top horrors of 2024.
Oh yeah, that's going to be like our New Year episode we're going for, aren't we?
Yeah, that's it. And it'll kind of make sense, wouldn't it, to have a good chat about the horror year in general. Horror year.
Sounds bloody brilliant.
Right. Thanks very much, everyone. We will catch you soon.
Bye-bye.